Hello there, amazing person. Today we are going to make zucchini with tomato sauce, and the tomato sauce has sausage and minced meat in it, but it's going to be the vegan version. So vegan sausage, vegan meat, and zucchini. This recipe is vegan and keto, which means that it's loaded with protein and fats, and it's very low in carbs. So if you're on a keto diet and you just happen to be vegan or plant-based, this is an ideal recipe for you. All of the recipes I'm making are about 500 to 600 calories, and it's obviously vegan keto. The recipe that I'm making today is actually for 3 persons, or if you're the only one doing the vegan keto lifestyle, it's 3 portions all for you. So stick with me and we are going to go through this recipe. It's a quick and simple recipe. I try to make all of my recipes very fast, very simple, and of course keto and plant-based. Main ingredients of this recipe are vegan cheese, vegan sausage, vegan minced meat, zucchini, a can of tomatoes, 2 loaves of garlic, and some basil. That's it. So the first part of this recipe is actually cooking the zucchini. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. And I'm going to add all of the zucchini that I cut with a nicer dicer. I could have spiralized the zucchini, but I don't really like spiralized vegetables. For some reason, it gets really soggy, and I don't like my food to be soggy. So I'm going to bake this for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm only going to add some salt. That should be enough. And some pepper, black pepper. A lot of the seasoning is going to be in the fake meat, the minced meat, and the sausage. So we're just going to bake this a little to make it just not raw and not overcooked. It is going to be added to the tomato sauce, so it's going to cook a little more. So we don't want to overcook it. I love the sound of vegetables cooking. So we just want this to be tender, not too soggy. So I'm going to keep turning this, and I'm not going anywhere until this is tender. But the total of the recipe will be about 10 minutes. This takes about 5 minutes, and the meat sauce takes about 5 minutes. And then you have to let it cook all of the ingredients for about 30 minutes, and then you're done. You can already see that it's turning a little less voluminous in the pot, so it's definitely cooking. And I always leave on the outer layer of the zucchini because that way you'll have more fiber in your food. Is this enough? So the next step is to add your grounded beef and also your sausage. I'm going to cut the sausage in pieces because why not? Add a little olive oil. It's keto, so we're going to bake this until it's nice and brown. If it was real meat, I wouldn't use the same spoon to do everything, but because it's fake meat, there's no risk in cross-contamination. And I'm also going to add a little more oil because the vegan minced meat has some less oil than normal minced meat, animal minced meat. So you do need a little oil. And this is not a recipe that you can put sauce on top of your food when it's done. So you really want to put the oils inside of your food while you're cooking. I think in total I used about 3 tablespoons of oil. And mind you, this is a recipe for 3 people. So if you're going to make this recipe for yourself, you'll be adding 1 tablespoon of oil for 1 person. I'm gonna add the sausage. I cut it in pieces because I really don't like it when the sausage has to be turned. This way I can control the sausage getting baked. The sausage has a lot more fat of itself, so we're not going to add oil to the sausage. Once it's nice and brown, I add just a tiny bit, not even a tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm going to add the 2 cloves of garlic. I can already smell it. I love garlic. I really do. Cook that a little. And then we're going to add the basil. Give it one last stir. And now we're going to transfer this meat into the vegetables. Easy peasy. And we're going to add some chopped tomatoes. I'm not going to use the whole can. I'm going to use half of the can, like this. Because originally you're supposed to use fresh tomatoes, but I'm out of fresh tomatoes, so this is going to be a very, very good substitute because it's just tomatoes. There's nothing added to it. We're gonna stir it a little, and then we're going to let it shimmer for about half an hour. And after half an hour, we're going to taste it, see if it has enough salt and pepper and other herbs, and then we're going to add some if necessary, and then we're done. So as you can see, there's more than enough fluid in the recipe. So as you can see, there's more than enough fluid in this dish, and it does lack a little salt, so we're going to add more salt. It's actually better to add salt at the end of your cooking, because then the flavor of the salt is going to be more dominant in your dish. We're going to add a little paprika, smoked paprika. It smells amazing. It really does. I'm not just saying this. I can't wait to eat this. I think I'm also going to add a little more pepper. That's just my taste. I love pepper. And I'm going to add a little Cajun. Not Cajun, cayenne pepper. So I added a lot more pepper and a little more salt. What I'm not going to add is more oil. And I'm not going to put any sauce on top of this because it's moist and there's more than enough liquid in this dish. So that's about it. I'm going to put it on a plate and I'll show you the end result. So this is the final result. I added some vegan cheese on top of it because vegan cheese loaded with oil, and it's part of the 500 calories that this recipe has to offer. I don't think I'm gonna eat all of this, so I'm gonna save some for later. This plate is extremely heavy, but in total 500 calories. If you don't want to eat everything in one sitting, it's up to you. Like me, I'm going to save some for later, and then I can eat twice. I am going to eat it right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.